Hey guys, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me for the Daily Dreamer. I'm just going to get started because lately there have been some dreams going on that are just like off the hook. 2, 3, 4 at night. How are your dreams for you guys? Are you guys finding yourself being able to dream a bit more? Leave some comments below. Let me know. Surely I'm not the only one dreaming out there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So I wake up, come to, and I am standing over my participating self in the dream. And there she lays in the bed and she is sleeping. My hand is over her like this, and I've got one hand out like this. Now I'm watching all sorts of entities come and go. None of them are bothering her. I just seem to be standing there because, well, it's my participating self. I don't know if I was protecting her, but the hand that was placed over her head, if you will, seemed to be just conveying what she was doing, what she was dreaming. So I'm feeling and seeing her dream while I'm watching this dream play out. It was a really neat experience. And the whole time, as I am seeing her dream, she finally wakes up. And I was really excited because I was like, great, you're rested, let's go play. But she did not want to go play. Instead, she conveyed a thought back to me that she was feeling absolutely exhausted, that she would just like to rest at this point. And so that kind of threw me. Because one, I didn't even know that you could feel exhaustion in the dream state realm. Or maybe she wasn't feeling exhausted as it was, she was just trying to tell me something that I wasn't paying attention to. So folks, that was a really unique dream to have had. The fact that I was able to actually sense her dream and what was going on, and then be aware enough for this dream, well, there's all kinds of different ways that I could have taken that one for meditation. But what happened? After she conveyed the thought to me that she was exhausted, she just wanted to rest, I was rather disappointed. So I remember letting out a deep sigh, and then the next thing I know, I was awakened. So I was whisked back to consciousness. So what do you think that dream meant for you? If my participating self was in a dream telling me that she was exhausted and needed to rest, that kind of told me a couple different things. Are any of you guys out there noticing more and more how much the difference is between positive and negative vibrations? I mean, is somebody that are really, really nice to you, or are they just really mean and rude and downright angry? Are you seeing things in a different light lately? I mean, there are so many things going on around us lately. Maybe you're feeling pulled in all sorts of different types of directions. Maybe you're starting to sense the dramas that are being played out before you. Maybe you're just able to see through the lies and the manipulations in society nowadays. Do you feel tired? Do you feel restless, under the weather? It could be because your mind and your body and your soul are trying to do a recalibration. Maybe they're trying to wake up and align themselves with you and who you truly are. If you're actually finding yourself seeing things in a different light, or maybe standing alone in your ideas and your beliefs anymore, and maybe you're feeling that you're the only one that is now starting to see things on a different level for what they truly are, maybe simply just maybe you are just to that point where you are ready to finally be you. If you're finding yourself exhausted and to the point where you are just finally wanting to just be you, then folks, your body is trying to tell you something. You are trying to recalibrate. Put yourself to that 0 point. This is a transition for you currently if you are feeling some of these things. You may be dreaming more than you've ever dreamt before. You want to know why? Because you're in different dimensions. Your mind, body, and soul are trying to recalibrate itself back to ground zero. During sleep, our spirit allows us to free itself from these dense vibrations and these dense energies down here. So when you dream, you're light, you're free. You're free to do whatever it is that you want. You got to start paying attention. Because if you're starting to find yourself dreaming more and more, your body's trying to tell you something. If you're exhausted physically, your body is trying to communicate with you. You're trying to recalibrate. It's time to wake up. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because this is actually a very rare time and a very unique opportunity for you. You want to know why? Because this is a time for you to release karma. Release your past trauma. It is time for you to actually be able to say to yourself, I am okay with being who I am. I am ready to evolve myself mentally with my soul. Here are some signs that you may be experiencing a recalibration of your mind, body, and soul. Your body may be changing. If you are finding yourself more sensitive to chemical-based products, maybe having skin irritations or allergies, more and more so, that's a sign. If you are not able to tolerate synthetic foods the way you used to be able to do, that's a sign. That's your body changing, trying to recalibrate. How about maybe feeling more aches, maybe more pain, colds, flu, stomach bugs? Are you feeling them more and more? How about your vision? Is it blurry? Maybe there's a popping or a buzzing or a humming in your ear. Maybe all the time, you know? Maybe you're getting unusual headaches that you can't explain. That may be a sign that your body is trying to recalibrate itself. You need to pay attention. How about your mind? Let's talk about if your mind is trying to recalibrate, folks. Maybe you are actively filtering out news lately because you're just tired of hearing it. Maybe you're just trying to disconnect from it all. You know, because news stations, they're paid to deliver that news to you in a very fearful way. And fear, we know what fear does. It paralyzes you. It even gets you depressed. It's what it's meant there to do. It generates it. So if you are actively seeking yourself, to distance yourself away from the news or TV, then guess what? Your mind is expanding. It's trying to recalibrate itself. Maybe you've actually woken up now to the whole lies and deceit being played out on the news. Maybe you're starting to see through that. The global politics of it all, you're starting to see through that. Yeah, your mind might be expanding. Maybe you're starting to remember all of those creative outlets that you once enjoyed as a child, but forgot all about it in the daily hustle and bustle. That's your mind expanding, folks. Let's talk about if your soul itself is trying to change. Maybe you're seeking more quieter ways of being who you are. Maybe you're in the process of shedding old friends or colleagues or families whose vibrations do not match your own. Because guess what? Now you're starting to see through things. Maybe you're being more drawn to meditation or yoga or healing therapies. That's a sign. Maybe you just want to be in nature more. Go take a walk. Maybe you're finding yourself wanting to, reconnect there. Yeah, that's a sign your soul self is wanting to recalibrate itself. Maybe you're aware of the influctuations in the perception of time going on because time is speeding up. If you notice that, it's a sign, guys. What's actually happening here is that you are excavating and rebalancing yourself, that you are powering an internal self up. Your internal self is waking up. You're opening now and you're living through the heart of it because now you just truly want to be who you are. And what you're doing is you're projecting your authentic self to seek enlightenment. You're shedding that mask that's going on out there. You're waking up. You're recalibrating. And right now, as you do this, self-care is going to be the most important thing that you need to take care of. That is the only thing that you need to worry about today, if you have to have a worry. That's why the 5 minutes a day, folks, is really important. Right there, 5 minutes a day for self-care. That's ground zero. It's going to require a change in your perspective. It is going to demand that you take 5 minutes to keep your sanity. The outside world is just sometimes unbearable because it makes us want to work. It dictates the run all day, the rat race, if you will, so that we can cover the bills and do what we have to do to get things done. And you know what? That is not conducive to self-care. So that is why it's important to just take those 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes, so that you can keep yourself in check and recalibrate yourself. Folks, how do we do this? How do we do this? Well, you be present as much as you can. And by that I mean, play with your kids. Play with them. Hang out with them. Remember what it was like for you to be when you were a kid. Kids always make us laugh. I don't know about teenagers, but I know kids do. Be around and be in the moment with your friends, your pals, your people, even your pets. Pets always raise our vibrations. So this is how we recalibrate. You want to love people and you want to be loved. So put that vibration out, that you're coming from your heart and not from your mind when you address somebody. You know, you want to rest often because you're going to need that. Because if you're tired, your body's trying to recalibrate, you're going to have to give it rest. You have to stay hydrated. That is also very important. Take care of yourself. And remember, you're not the only one going through this. Your inner force is actually awakened. So folks, you got to stay relaxed. You got to be able to go with the flow. And you've got to meditate. And you got to give yourself some love. There's other ways to recalibrate yourselves on a more gentler way so that you're not just thrown into things. There's meditations. There's getting out into nature. Go ahead and take that walk. You'd be surprised what it's going to do for you. Exercise. Get some fresh air in those lungs. Most of all, folks, forgive yourself. Forgive others. None of us are perfect. So you definitely, if you can find forgiveness in yourself, that's a great big step, let me tell you. How about expressing gratitude? Give the universe some gratitude for what you've got today. I don't care if it's just a loaf of bread. You should be thankful for no matter what it is that you have. It always changes the vibrations of things. Face your fears, folks. By facing them, it gives you an opportunity to spiritually evolve yourself. Because once you face your fears, well, those dissipate. They can't linger over you anymore, can't paralyze you. Start buying organic foods. Stop with the synthetics. That is going to kill you, if not put you in a lot of pain. So stop buying the GMO foods, folks. The energy vibration is completely different on that one. Here's one for you. Laugh at yourself. Take a moment. If someone makes fun of you, don't get upset. Walk away. Laugh. Because that is going to change your outlook. It's going to change you. And guys, maybe take a moment, and if you need a little bit further guidance, sit. Talk with your guardian angels. Talk with your spirit guides. Ask them for direction. Your spirit guides and your angels are eagerly waiting for your calls. So ask them. They're there to assist, guide, and protect you every single day. Guys, show yourself some love. If you're trying to recalibrate your mind, body, and soul, then you at least got to take 5 minutes a day and show it a little bit of love. Folks, thanks so much for joining me for the Daily Dream. Till next dream, many blessings to you.